Thank you very much. You're very kind. Well... Wow, you haven't been out since before Christmas, have you? I can tell. It's Saturday night, it's 2012. Welcome to a brand new series of the Jonathan Ross Show. So, did everyone enjoy Christmas? Yeah! But now it's January, and of course no one likes January, do they? And I imagine a lot of you are like me, you're on a diet. You're stopping doing all the fun things you did before Christmas, the alcohol, the bad food, the more alcohol. They've got a word for what we do in January where you try and cut back. They call it the janopause. Okay? That's what we experience now, the janopause. But experts say it doesn't work because you go through the janopause, you deny yourself that, and then you just drink and eat even more the rest of the year. This is how it works. There's no point doing the janopause if you're going to follow it with, and bear with me here, February, starch, cake prill, Malibu, gin, July down, then there's all guts, crepe timber, Shocktober, Novemberger, and finally December. What a cheerful start to the New Year that was, wasn't it? But weren't the fireworks ready? Did you see the fireworks here in London, the New Year fireworks? They're the ones that especially amaze me, the ones shooting out of Big Ben. I came in halfway through, I thought we were under attack. It's a great picture, and I don't know what time it was taken, but that is a beautiful picture. Do you know the iPad game Fruit Ninja? Does anyone know that game? It's a fun game. You slice fruit. Fruit shoots up and you have to pretend you've got a sword and you slice it. Well, it's quite hard. I think it's quite hard to play. Imagine how hard it is if you're a cat. Have a look at this. That's great, isn't it? But how spoiled is that cat? He got an iPad for Christmas. Can you believe that? Cats aren't the only animals that love these touchscreen games. You won't believe this, OK, unless you've seen it already. But we found some footage of a frog enjoying the game Ant Smasher. Have a look at this. Some rare footage there of a frog in its natural environment from the forthcoming BBC series Life of Frogs. We've got a great lineup for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an incredible year this year with the Olympics coming up in London, of course. I'm delighted to be joined tonight on the show by three of our brightest hopes for gold this summer. Representing the British Olympic team, it's Fran Halsall, Jade Jones and Louise Hazel right there. Hello, ladies. You look great. You look wonderful. Thank you for joining us. I often ask guests this, but I think in your case I know the answer. Have you been working out? They're on the show, so that's Fran Halsall, Jade Jones and Louise Hazel, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be coming out here and showing their stuff. Also on the programme tonight, we have a man who single-handedly made science exciting again. It is Professor Brian Cox. Hey, Brian. Hello. The Prof. Not just a brilliant man, he's also one sexy physicist, ladies and gentlemen. Or as the lady scientists say when they see him, Hubble Bubba.
Hubble Bubba.
Hubble Bubba, you see, it's a bit of a science.
No one ever said that to me before.
Because you've walked past, they're saying it behind your back to themselves, going, ooh, Hubble Bubba. Professor Brian Cox is on the show, ladies and gentlemen. And we've also got one of the best stand-ups in the country on the programme tonight. It's the always hilarious Mr. John Bishop. There he is. John, you're a proper Scouser, aren't you?
Well, it depends what you call a proper Scouser.
Well, someone who talks like you is what I would normally...
Well, does that mean you're a proper Southern Ponce?
No, you see. What's there any need for that?
You know what I want to do? I want you to... Because what I loved about Brian is when you said to him, you're a sexy physicist, he went... Anyone else would have went, no, leave it there. He went, no, you're probably right, yeah.
But... OK, Mr. John Bishop's on the show, ladies and gentlemen. He is a proper Scouser. I don't mean that in a bad way. And singing on the show tonight, I'm absolutely thrilled that we have her on the programme. She was, I think, the breakthrough artist of last year. She'll be even bigger this year. It's the fabulous Lana Del Rey. Thanks for joining us, Lana. You look gorgeous as well. Now, you might think vending machines couldn't get any more exciting. But listen to this. In America, they've started rolling out smart vending machines, OK? Vending machines which apparently can work out by determining your age. You stand in front of it, it sort of scans you, determines your age and sex just by looking at you, and then decides which of the products it has you will want to buy. That is impressive technology. We have one in the green room. Let's try it. There's the machine right there. Brian, would you volunteer first?
I hope it's not reading my mind.
Is that possible?
No.
Okay, here we go. Put your face there. We'll see what it's got. What is it giving you, Brian?
I think it's a My Little Pony.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you do have a child's face and a girl's haircut, so I'm not entirely...
Thank you.
OK, but you...
I'm going to get you later, you know that, don't you?
Hubble bubble. Let's ask our young Olympians. Ladies, would you set up? Fran and Louise and Jade, let's if you wouldn't mind going up. Okay.
Right, here we go, girls. Cheers.
Okay, what's it got? What's it got there?
3 gold medals. Oh, they're
No, hang on.
They can't be bronze.
No, that's 2 gold and 1 bronze. That's embarrassing, that is. I don't know. Ooh, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Well, you can fight over that yourself. Thank you very much. Let's try John Bishop. John, come on up. John, would you like to come up and let's see what it offers you?
God only knows what I'm going to get.
I don't understand what you're saying, all right?
I'm on in a minute, you.
Aye. Well, there you go. It's got you your football shirt that you... There you go. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? It's a Liverpool shirt.
It's a
John,
Man United shirt. If I pick that up, I'll get a rash.
It's a Liverpool shirt. It's the same colour. It doesn't really make any difference, does it?
Like the wicked rats.
John.
I want to melt. I'm melting.
Put it on. Put it on.
I'm not putting it on. I am absolutely not putting it. Lana, that's from me.
Lana, you can have... Oh, there you go.
You can take that back to America. No one will know what it is.
Thanks.
OK, let's get my first guest out, ladies and gentlemen. He is the hardest working man in Liverpool, and that's not a regionalist joke. He does work very hard. The magnificent John Bishop. Your supporters in. Good to see you, John. Yeah, I honestly, if I see a red football shirt, I would think it looks the same to me. A Liverpool shirt and a Manchester United shirt looks more or less the same, and I don't understand why you get so upset about that kind of nonsense.
Because I'm childish.
Yeah, well, it's...
Because it is. I tell you what it is with football, and if you don't follow football, it is ridiculous because you start believing it's more important than what it is.
But because you're passionate about it, aren't you?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah. Because I keep on trying... I mean, I'm sat in there with one of the cleverest men in Britain, and you think, rationally, it's stupid to invest so much of your time watching millionaires run around, kick a ball, and do the things that you wish you could do. It's like a sporting version of porn, really, because you're watching it and thinking, I could do that, and I'm sure I'd be better than him. Underneath, you know you wouldn't be.
But he's from Manchester, and I guess, Brian, are you a Manchester United supporter?
He's from Oldham, isn't he?
Oldham Athletic, primarily.
OK. But, Brian, on the quantum level, all football teams are basically the same, aren't they?
Everything in the universe that can happen does happen. Therefore, there is a world, there is a universe in which Liverpool will win the league this year.
Yeah.
Where it is.
Unfortunately,
just not this one, is that
I'm
right?
not living in it, so if you can get me that car from Back to the Future, I'll find me somewhere to park. Let me get back there and watch it.
OK. How was Christmas for you? You're away with the family, I guess. Did you have a good Christmas? Any family traditions that you have?
Well, not really. Well, you keep on thinking you've got a family tradition, and then it changes because the kids grow up. We've got one that we've maintained, which is to try and not have an argument before 2 o'clock. And,
on Christmas Day
itself? Yeah, so Christmas Day, not have a fight before 2 o'clock, but you can feel at 1:30 the tension building, because everyone's thinking, I can punch someone in half an hour. So we've kept that going, but now, you know what it's like, we were talking before, you've got teenage kids, Christmas isn't the same. I mean, like, I come downstairs and there's just people in the house I've never seen before. They just seem to stay for days, eat stuff, and then piss off. And I'm thinking, who are they? Yeah. And none of them ever sit there, and when you walk in the living room, they never say, hiya, or how are you, or thanks for having us. They just sit there watching your telly. And that's... I mean, they don't all do that, because some of them are girls.
Lana, if you didn't shake hands with John just yet, I'd leave it for a couple of hours.
I got to be honest, that green room there was so funny, because me and Brian had sat there trying our best not to be pervs. It was...
Ryan's gone off to sort himself out already on a lot of people. I do apologise, ladies.
Hey, somewhere in the universe, Brian's having a brilliant night.
We'll find out. We'll find out whether those neutrinos can travel as fast as says. But you're a vegetarian, aren't you?
I am vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian, so wow, there's a lot of love for the vegetarians.
Yeah, there is. That's a couple of horses who have come in.
Can you? So what do you do Christmas Day? Because are your boys vegetarians?
No. Because I've been vegetarian now for 26 years.
So what turned you? What made you decide not to eat meat?
I was working in a hamburger shop.
Is this going to be upsetting for the rest of us?
No, it's not. It's not. I was working in a hamburger shop in Guernsey called Chicken George. So
you've really got around a bit.
I was living the life.
How are you working in Chicken George?
No, I wasn't working there, John. I was running it. I was Chicken George. I was the manager, which meant that whilst I was there in Guernsey at that time, you phoned up the farm on Monday and collected the meat on Wednesday. And I basically walked into the wrong room at the wrong time on the wrong day and went...
So you saw the part of the food chain that most of us try to avoid looking at?
I saw the bit where I saw the bit just after the cow had been killed, but it still had enough life in its eyes to look at me and go, this was your fault.
Oh. Did it know you were Chicken George, do you think?
I had the T-shirt on. I said it wasn't you, I came for the chicken.
So what do you eat Christmas Day? What do you have?
So basically what happened on Christmas Day, I went to my father-in-law's and they'd done a great spread and I had a sort of phyllo pastry with cheese and spinach.
That sounds nice. That sounds like
nice food.
That sounds like you got the better deal.
You don't go around eating grass.
Well, no, I know you look healthy, so I just wonder whether you got a kind of tofu-based thing that looked like a turkey, like a tofurkey.
Yeah. So we get a load of tofu and model it to look like a turkey.
Well, you can buy a tofurkey. You can. There is such a thing as a tofurkey.
No way.
There is. My daughter loves a tofurkey. And don't make a joke about that.
I'm not saying anything about your daughter and a tofurkey. There is honestly a tofurkey.
There's a tofurkey. She ate a lot of the tofurkey. And I tried a bit of the tofurkey, and I tell you, it was one of the best tofurkeys I've ever tried.
Oh, I bet. I've got to be honest, I wasn't expecting a conversation about a tofurkey tonight.
Can I be honest with you?
The tofurkey market after this show will go through the roof.
I tell you what, you never mind Chicken George, you want to be Tofu Tommy. You want to... Hey, congratulations on your Saturday night show. Are you watching John Bishop on BBC on Saturday nights, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
It's doing great.
It went well. It went very good. It was good.
And the tours are doing great as well. You're doing a bigger one this year, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, what happened is I did the tour last year, the Sunshine Tour, and I finished it, and I wanted to take time off, but then it's just stand-up is just what I do.
I didn't see the new tour. I've got the DVD, OK? And someone tells me at the end, there's a dance. You do a choreographed dance routine, and I didn't think you were the type who would want to end the show on a dance, so I love the idea, but what's...
Choreographs is a stretch. I had an argument with my sons about Saturday Night Fever, and Saturday Night Fever being the brilliant film that it was, and for our generation, fantastic film. You see John Travolta moving. So I had this big argument with them, and that's part of the show. And when you're doing shows in arenas, you want to finish off on something good.
A big showstopper idea.
So I thought we'll finish it with me doing Saturday Night Fever. And what was brilliant about it is that when we were doing the arenas, I got 20 dancers in. And one of my sons, the 15-year-old, he was one of the dancers. So,
because he dances, doesn't he?
He does dance, and it's been brilliant because I've got 3 boys and the other 2 play football. And so as a dad, I've always been engaged with them. But because he dances, I've never had that same connection with him, which is difficult because you can't. I mean, as a dad, you can't go and watch your son dance and go, get your leg up! Pirouette! Pirouette! And you can with football, so you never have that engagement with him. So when I got this opportunity to see if he wants to do it, he did it, and so he danced with the professional dancers in front of, 10,000 people a night. It was brilliant.
And how was your dancing on stage?
Terrible.
Is it? Yeah.